Hello, everyone, and welcome to Exxpose magazine. It's CoCo Wade, the editor-in-chief, and I'm here with our upcoming cover story. Now, get this: she is lifestyle, classic, entertainment industry presentation, the renowned Chef Donie Hogan. Welcome.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. So this is really exciting because, of course, some of you may now be familiar with the editors list that we've presented as of 2022. Now, it's been a little bit over a year since we started featuring the lifestyle segment of the magazine. And one that is my absolute favorite is the editors list. And of course, being the editor, we're currently on a touring tasting experiment where we're taking cities by storm. We're going into the culinary cuisine. We're talking to the chefs behind it all. And this is our first ever chef cover story. So I couldn't be more proud than to welcome Chef Donie.
Thank you. I appreciate
My goodness. Now, to know her food is to fall in love with her, all right? I kid you not. Well, that's how we connected. You know, what do they say about food? Isn't the secret to the heart?
Yes. To the stomach.
The stomach. Well, that works for me. I want to talk about how it is that we've come to know you as a person. Can we go back a little bit and talk about Donie Hogan and how you evolved from the youthful, person to where you are now?
Yes. I am Donie Hogan, and I grew up in Japan. So that's basically how I got started. As a young child, I didn't want to be a chef. I wanted to be a fashion designer. But even with me being a fashion designer, it kind of moved into me being a chef because of, you're designing the different colors and all the, creativity that you can put into your food. So that's one of the ways that I got started.
Oh my. So growing up in Japan, I take it that your palate is also renowned.
Yes.
Okay. So you have like some international taste and things like that. So tell me about when you say your food and it being comparable to fashion and art. Tell us a little bit about that, because I happen to know, I've seen and have experienced a little bit about your presentation. But for you, what is that like? What is the moment when it happens in and of itself? You're plating these ensembles, these entrees, and then you're thinking about your creative side. What happens?
Well, with me, as soon as I encounter the job, I pray about it. And so I ask God to give me insight on, what it looks like, the colors, the taste, the presentation, even what I, present my food on, different displays. So it starts with the prayer, because with me, I have to have everything organized before I can even taste it. I have to see it before I can taste it. And once I see it, then I know what flavors I need to use to make it look the way I want it to look.
Can we say decent and in order? Okay, now this is what I'm talking about. Organizational structure in the corporation of your business entity, but not only that, in every facet of how you maneuver.
Right.
And starting with a prayer, number one, and asking God for a vision so that you can present this. This is a big deal. Food is not just about the cuisine, it's about the experience, it's about the culture, the meaning, the depth of it all. And you are taking that very seriously, and that's a huge deal. So tell me, are you experienced in that you have gone to culinary school? Have you been self-taught? Tell us about your skill set and how you've come to be so great.
Well, I'm part culinary school and more self-taught. What my mother and my father taught me is that you can go to school, but there's certain things that school do not teach you. And one thing about culinary school, they teach you, the basics, of course, and they teach you the behind the scenes, the front of the house, the back of the house, but they don't teach you how to season. Like grandma and mama used, those old school recipes. So I took what I learned, you know, from Hart Culinary School and what I learned from home and with my grandmother's recipes and just making up my own recipes, because a lot of those old school recipes, they're long.
Yeah.
I learned to make them short, but still make them taste very tasty and good at the same time.
Oh my goodness. and I want to dive into the specifics of the dishes. Before we do that, give me an idea, and for the viewers, what is it that you've done in what elements? So are we talking that you are executive chef, and are you doing this in terms of servicing corporations? Is it venues, and what else can we kind of anticipate we'll see when we're experiencing what you bring to the table?
Well, where you met me, I'm an executive chef at Stockbridge Amphitheater, and that's where we do all the outside concerts, so that's how we met. But I do have my own venue, I have my own commercial kitchen, so I'm executive chef with for myself, actually. I don't have a restaurant, I don't want to be a restaurant. Everybody says, where's your restaurant? But I didn't want to be a restaurant, I wanted to do catering because I am 100% a caterer. I cater to each client, each person, whether it's one person or 1,000. I cater to those people so that your event goes great. You only have one time to get someone's event great and make it perfect, and that's what I try to do. So what the word caterer is, like, if you go to the dictionary, you'll see a picture of me, because I love catering to people. I like making people feel good. I like, you know, hearing, you know, the great reactions that people have to my food. So.
That is so awesome, so very awesome.
Yeah, because
so,
you had collard greens.
I was getting ready to say, can we dig into this menu? Like, I mean, I had the opportunity to try, which was immensely tasteful, the salmon and the collard greens.
And like mac and cheese, I think, too.
Yeah, there was definitely mac and cheese, like not your mama's mac and cheese. It was the Chef Donie's mac and cheese, and
Right.
and the desserts. Just even your crew, like your team, the personalities were very warm and embracing, and the food matched the energy,
Right.
and it was just something to take back from even a concert experience. So
Yes.
I want to know more about what's next for you now, because you have the venue,
Right.
you have your own facility, and you don't just cook amazing. There are some other great things that we should
Yes.
share. Tell everybody about it.
Well, I also decorate. I love decorations. I love florals. I do floral centerpieces. I have my own rental where you can rent linen. If you need centerpieces for your events, I mean, I'm an event planner, so I can plan it from A to Z.
Oh.
Whatever you need. I'm a full service event planner also.
Oh my goodness, my goodness. This just gets better and better. Like, in the interview, I'm not only learning a lot, but I'm actually coming to understand just the different layers that we can peel back of Chef Donie Hogan. And so now, for our Exxpose magazine readers and viewers, I really want to share with them on your behalf, if we can share some advice for someone looking to follow in your footsteps, or maybe become a caterer, go to culinary school, open a facility where they house all of these great experiences. What would be your advice to them?
Well, my advice would be is to pray about everything. The Bible says, Christ's vision, make it plain, write it down, what you want to do, how you want it to look, and just pray about it and ask God to give you direction, because that's exactly what I did. And then, you know, go out there, get your license. You know, if you want to go to culinary school, go to culinary school. You know, a lot of chefs hadn't gone to a culinary school, and we do great.
Exactly.
And I just fine tune your craft, whatever experience, because each person has something different that they need to make that work, to make it look like what they want it to look like. So whatever training you need, go get it. Whatever license you need, go get it. Because you're gonna need insurance, you're gonna need, you know, your health department license. So make sure you have all those licenses, so your business will be taken serious.
Oh.
Not only will you take it serious, but your clients will take it serious, and get a storefront, you know. a lot of people say, do you cook outside your house? No. The volume of food that I do, there's no way. You know, you have to have a commercial kitchen. You want to make your clients safe so that you don't hurt, you know, you don't injure anybody, because you can really get some people sick if you don't do it the right way.
Well, that's a healthy heaping of advice, everyone, and I am so grateful that you would open up and share in your journey what you would recommend for someone looking to do the same.
Right.
Now, can we talk about family and work-life balance? Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah, so because as an executive, as a boss, you know, we have to layer in all those also, those dynamics are equally as important as running a business, because if you're not effective in your home life and you don't have a work-life balance, then you could easily be consumed with all of it and then not be great at any of it. So yeah, I want to talk about that a little bit, your work-life balance and family dynamic.
Well, it took me a little while to get balance, because my husband, he's in law enforcement, I'll just say that. He does a lot of things with law enforcement. So one thing about being a chef, you make your own schedule. So I try to, when he's off, I'm off. When he's working, I work. I go in and work hard. And so we kind of spend time together that way. And it took us a little while, because we've been married about 5 years now. So it took us about 2.5, almost 3 years to kind of get that family balance. So now we're great. It's like, or what event do you have today? You know, it was like, you know, so he'll know what I'm working and I'll know what he's working. So we just kind of come together and balance it that way.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
Yes.
It's interesting, even being CEOs and business owners, bosses, as some people would say, you know, you still have to be accountable for your time and manage it well, and incorporate family and creating moments and living in the moment, right? So in this holiday season, we are fortunate to have you coming to the cover of Exxpose magazine. By the way, you guys, if you haven't already checked out the website, go to www.exxposemagazine.net. The story will be coming soon and it will be there for you. This is a very special collector's edition, and we couldn't be more proud than to have this queen on the cover.
Join the cover.
Thank you so very much.
You have such a good heart. You're so sweet, and we just bonded right away over collard greens.
Well, who couldn't?
That opened the door.
Who couldn't bond over collard greens, girl? But no, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
And your support, it's immeasurable, and we're excited to have you. And you know, I want to conclude, but I just have 2 more questions. One, I want to ask, what is your next level, right? Because I don't know that there, you know, is something you can do to master anything else, but I just didn't know if you had goals for the upcoming year or the next 5 years that we can hang on, the Friends of Exxpose can support you with. What can we expect?
Well, pretty much the same thing that I've been doing. You know, I'm locked down with jobs, so it's not too much that I can do outside of what I already have. So it's just, you know, I try to stay grounded and work with the clients that I have, because sometimes if you get too big, you know, your product doesn't taste the same. So I mean, the bigger you get, of course, you add more staff, of course. But I like the level that I'm at, because it keeps me grounded with God, for one. Because I think sometimes when you get to that level, you just that your spirituality just goes away to me. So I try to just stay grounded. And whatever direction God takes me in, that's basically the direction that I go in. So if He tells me to stay where I am, that's where I stay. If He elevates me, I elevate.
Oh, right.
But I do it with Him.
We have even more in common than I thought. My profile says that on social media, my mission and vision are owned and operated by the grace of God. And I don't do anything without consulting God first. And I am fine staying here for 10 years. If
Right.
that's where he says I need to be, and I'm going to master that,
Right.
and I'm going to be fine with that. I'm going to give them all of me
Yes.
right in that lane.
Yes.
And then when he says elevate, I elevate. Like, I ain't scared, ain't nobody's business why I'm doing what I'm doing. He said do it, he got my back, you know? And
Yes.
so I love that about you. But I did want to give you an opportunity in closing to let everyone know how to contact you.
Well, to contact me, you can, I'm on Facebook and Instagram. Instagram, I think, is Hogan Donie. However, I'm not really good with social media. And on Facebook, it's Catered Events and Donie Hogan.
Okay, and there you have it. And of course, you can get the knowledge, the insight, the exclusives at exposemagazine.net. That's www.exxposemagazine.net. We'll be bringing you a full read, the cover story. And again, thank you. Welcome to the cover.
Thank you.
This is going to be amazing. Get your bellies ready now. You got to get in touch with her if you're looking to get some of those good eats. But in the meantime, we're going to bring it to you right here at Exxpose Magazine. The editor's list is the place to find the irresistible places to eat everywhere in the world. All right, and you guys, she's coming from Atlanta, so you can find her there. We thank you for watching, and stay tuned for what we have coming. Yeah.
Man, I'm
Thank
about to
you.
shout over here.
You